Hey folks, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. On our last episode, we had asked around Sumeru to see if anybody had any information on Kusanali. And well, for a time being, things were looking rather hopeless. Until eventually a woman named Dehya called out to us, home of which is a faithful follower to Kusanali. We also had met an eremite mercenary by the name of Dehya at this tavern, who is employed as Sunyansad's bodyguard, and subsequently, we learned of the Sabzirus Festival, which is a holiday to celebrate Kusanali's birthday. So, with that wee tidbit in mind, let us continue henceforth back to the tavern for now, because I do want to talk to some NPCs out of, well, curiosity, because we didn't really do that last time. There's well, at the tavern specifically, anyway. So, hello there, Jafar. Even researchers should have a life that's their own. Are you a researcher? I am, unfortunately. What is fortunate, however, is that I understand one thing better than the rest of my colleagues. Research isn't the end-all and be-all of life. If you slog away at work all day, you'll get left behind in life, no matter how brilliant your research is. So you've got to engage more with the people around you. Some drinking and chatting is the way to keep well, physically and mentally, even if the price you pay is doing twice the work in evenings. But you see, students are always coming to the office during the day to ask this and that, so I might as well do my research at night to get some peace and quiet. Take care of yourself. I know, but I just can't see myself spending my whole life on research. It's fine, I'll try to drink more milk and sleep better. The same goes for you.
My fair share of crazy adventures back
Speaking of milk, got milk? Hey there, Lombard. Hello, Fred. What you'll be having today? If you can't decide, just order the Lombard fish roll. The tableware in the tavern just has been replaced too. They're all brand new. That'll be sure to cheer you up. Tell me about yourself. Yesterday I was a sailor, today I'm the owner of this tavern. So you'll be able to taste the chill of the ocean in my tavern's wine, and you won't find fresher seafood anywhere else. You built this tavern overnight? Impressive. You're making me blush. I was exaggerating when I said that, but I wasn't kidding about being a great sailor in the past. I've passed through vast thunderstorms more wrathful than the Raiden Shogun, and I've pierced through glaciers steelier than the Saritsa's heart. But that was nothing. Nothing compared to being able to return safely to Sumeru and open this lively tavern. Okay, you are quite the talker. Very much just, exaggerating things. Anyway, about the Lombard fish roll. It's a recipe I came up with on an adventure in my youth. The flavour of the finished product far exceeded my expectations, so I bestowed it with the great name of Lombard. Man, you have an ego. I like it. When I was travelling around then, I had delicious grilled fish in Mondstadt, Liwa, and Inazuma, so it got me thinking that the aroma of grilled fish in the air was just what Sumeru needed too. And that's how my famous Lombard fish roll was born. And it's not just grilled fish. I combined it with Sumeru's specialty pitas to create a fish roll that can be eaten with ease, even on the choppiest of seas. Such a genius invention is naturally worthy of the resounding name of Lombard. Is this for sampling? Of course! The fish was fresh from the water and the pitas just popped out of the oven. Here, be careful. It's hot. Thank you kindly for the free sample. Let's, read it. Although it seems to be just a common item, so I'm not sure how to feel about that. Where is it? There we go. Delicious Lombard fish roll. A grilled fish with a faint floral scent. The rolling golden fish meat and fragrant rose petals remind you of the billowing waves on the sea surface, coloured crimson by the setting sun. You see why the dish is also called the Romance of Sailors. Wait, just a minute. Does this mean that Lombard's adventure stories are not exaggerated after all? Who knows? We'll find out some other time. It would be kind of cool if they ain't, though. Anyway, new tableware? Yep, there was some small accident in the tavern a few days ago, so the original tableware can't be used anymore. It turned out to be a blessing in disguise. The tableware we have now is made by craftspeople commissioned by Kasharware researchers with the patterns designed by the Haravatat researchers. I have probably botched the pronunciations of those, but hey, there is no other establishment in Sumeru City with such a luxurious setup. So you see a lot of accidents in life aren't necessarily all bad. Hey, silver lining and all that, huh? Sometimes there's just happy accidents. So who's up here? Anyone? No. Okay. Things were a bit more livelier. I guess it's because it's no longer night. But oh well. We could always see the night NPCs another time. Because I'm quite curious about that Neo person that Dehya mentioned. There's any more new faces, right? Wait, did I go wrong way? Follow the sparkles! Also, wait, was that an NPC that I passed by? Mario, to be an adventurer or travel with a caravan. Friend, please help me out! And you are? I'm a freelancer, just call me Mario. Dad's been rattling a lot about what I'm doing, but I don't care. The benefits of being a freelancer are something those old fogies like my dad and my brother wouldn't understand. What to do, when to start, how much to earn, I call the shots. Isn't it amazing? Is the income stable? If you're a freelancer, you don't care about stability anymore. See, I can rest for a long time as soon as I make a pile with an expedition team or a caravan. It's easy to make a quick buck. With a little capital and a bit of luck, you can earn 3 months' money to pay for meals at the Kalimi Exchange. Isn't this more proper than being an academia researcher? I don't know what that old man is so worried about. That invocation, trading card game, cards commander, ready market, and Inazuma. I could trade those someday. There's a trading card game? And my dad and brother Sal won't let me starve to death even if there isn't a gig for me at the moment, so please rest assured. A TCG, huh? Wonder if it'll make its way into Genshin. Although a Genshin TCG would be really neat. Oh, I love how the doors just prop open as well. Oh, there's so many NPCs! Oh, I'm spoiled. Is doing business really all that great? Perhaps. I don't get what the point of selling this useless gaudy stuff is. Maybe that's because I'm a bumpkin from the desert. Besides, these safe folks doing business don't look too happy to me either. 9 out of 10 people who come out of the exchange look miserable, and the 10th will be bawling their eyes out. I also hear there are students who think they can make it big by learning a few things. They come to try their luck, but end up forking over a year's worth of living expenses. Don't be like them. Hello there, Sahar? Hi there, you're a traveler here to shop at the Grand Bazaar. I suggest you go to Jut's shop. Why is that? In Sumeru, spices are a must-buy, and Jut's is the best spice store you could find around. Not only is the quality high, but the prices are very reasonable. He even sells the rare Padisara. He also gives customers small gifts on occasion, so you definitely don't want to miss his store when you come to the Grand Bazaar. Oh, cool!
What's so great about Smash 9 toys?
Shifirm, more wine and meat free you from worries. Of course you can't drink too much or you'll make a fool of yourself. And you are? I own a stall here selling drinks, snacks, and stuff like that. My food is reasonably priced, a popular choice for student meals, welcome parties, and team building alike. And I even got the Mahamata among my clients too. One bought a whole case of wine. Sounds like a heavy drinker. I actually have no idea what he does, but folks say he's a Mahamata. He was tall and looked like a guy who could hold his drink, but I couldn't tell if he bought the wine for himself or for someone else. I remember him murmuring something like, 1 case should be enough for an apology as he carried the wine. Say, maybe he wanted to get someone drunk so that they'll forget his mistakes. Yeah, it could always be the case. You know, drinking into ignorance and all that, make a fool of yourself? That's right. Now, don't tell anyone, but this happened a few days ago. 2 groups of researchers were drinking in the tavern and they ended up fighting. You know, those researchers are usually so reserved and polite, even eating roast meat with small bites. But they can also really go at it, huh? I think it was a fight over who is the best candidate for the Grand Conservator position. They started arguing, then fists flew. Soon the matcha came and took them all away. Looks like no matter how well read you are, you still succumb to a few glasses of alcohol, eh?
We've got all kinds. What's so great about Smash 9
Shut.
toys?
Hello, looking to buy some spices? And you are? I'm a spice merchant. I mainly provide locals with spices for the daily needs, but I also sell some spiced up side dishes. Some researchers even personally come to gather the spices. I even got a source for a for rare padasaras for a friend in the Ermites. Come to me if you need some. I see someone's pretty well connected. You flatter me. It's just that I often sent gifts to my guests when I first started out so they were willing to tell others about my store to help my business. Business is all about treating people with sincerity, you know? Is this your first time here? Here, take these. I hope they can bring a different flavor to your table. What did you give me? Oh, it's a Padasaurus. Okay. Go. Yes. No problem. Just let me know what you need me to do. Ah, okay, so we have new things to buy. Tachin. A classic staple served in large quantities. Cooked rice is mixed with meat that was marinated in yogurt, then baked until its surface turns crispy. Don't forget to add a handful of Padasara petals before serving. Both the rice and meat are enough to keep one's stomach full for a long time, making it a very popular dish at the Grand Bazaar. Biryani, an aromatic rice dish. Stir-fry the meat such that it is crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Then stew with condiments and long-grain rice. Sprinkle a few Padasara petals before serving. Every grain is saturated with the aroma of fatty meat and condiments. The dish has an exquisite taste only found in Sumeru. Oh gosh, don't make me hungry. And it's just normal spice, right? Oh no, it's Sumeru! A seasoning with varied flowers. It is made from dried hara fruits and can enrich the taste of a dish. Therefore, Sumeru's locals say, spice goes well with anything. Hara fruit. Growing in the hot, humid rainforest, it is a fruit with a special spicy aroma. When ground to powder, spices can be made from it. It is the most valued spice plant in Sumeru. Padasara, a holy and noble plant. The conditions for growth in its environment are very demanding. The flower buds can be processed to make valuable spices. Oh, interesting. So they actually use quite a few flowers and what have you in their culinary stuff. If only I could break into the Liwa market. What are you planning? It's about the toy trade. I hear that toys from Snezhnaya sell very well in Liwa, and I now feel it's up. Ah, yes! Tertalia! This toy shop is going so well. If I could have seized the opportunity to bring my handmade toys to Liwa, they'd definitely be more popular now than anything from Snezhnaya. What can a frigid place like that know about a child's heart? But Mr. Cyclops is so cool! Have I already speaking to you? Yes. Or rather, spoken.
Welcome. Get your spices here. We've got all kinds.
Afshin. I've got some fine goods and intriguing stories from my guests, if you're interested. Oh, let's see the goods first. It's hard to tell the true value of goods by just looking at them, so this is all I could show you. It's just some artifacts! It's just some 2-star artifacts! I'm not reading these. These are like... For now, anyway. I'll do like a big reading of artifacts some other time because I'm actually very much like invested in artifact lore and what have you. But I digress. The flower stands proudly on top of the hills in Liwa, fluttering in the chilly wind up high. It's every bit as pale as the hair of the goddess who touched it. Extraordinary as it is, it sells only for 80,000 mora. A jar of wine outlasting the years that was graced by the animal gods humming, drinking, you can chant melodious poems. Stupendous as it is, it sells for only 200,000 mora. It sounds familiar, it's slightly different. It sounds like you don't believe me. Why don't you take this and contemplate? No matter. It is but a souvenir from my extensive collection. What did you give me? Some daggerweed! Okay, buddy.
What's so great about Snezhnayan toys anyway?
Oh, that must be Nilo.
Great food and great drinks and...
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end.
Oh, ain't you a cutie patootie? And you've got a nice little dancer attire too, eh? I also like the decorative horns.
Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land?
Truthfully, no.
Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Sabzerus festival.
Don't get me wrong, Kusanali sounds adorbs, but you know, I want to see some show, don't tell me, right? Like, I need to see the cuteness of my own eyes before I'm convinced, right? Then I might become a follower of this Archon. I mean, hey, I'm quite loyal to the Shogun. Why not another one? Then again, I've liked all the Archons so far quite a bit, so I don't see how this one would be any different in that respect, huh?
By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Go with Nilo to see the stage. Okay. What?
Wow! This place is amazing!
Yeah, is it partially inside of a tree? Oh, that is so neat.
Not bad. Huh. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
This just looks a very, well, words come to me. This just looks like a nice wee bonny venue, doesn't it?
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to get flattened and all that.
We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Why didn't anyone come to handle it?
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zero's festival anymore. Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. With the Mora she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Aw, that's wholesome.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros, the most important performance at the Sub-Zeros festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment."
That does somewhat sound bittersweet, huh? Aw.
Huh? Really? Oh, you probably mean because all the gods in this story are no longer alive.
Yeah, because they're no longer with us.
Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked.
Oh, that's a nice wee touch then. And I see that you have a hydrovision too. And well, we also saw that Dehya had a pyro one from what I could tell. I mean, her outfit does have some red to it, so it would make sense.
Though we're just tiny people compared to the Divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Oh, ain't you a sweetheart?
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered parisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Patisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Patisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers, but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the goddess of flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real Patisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzeruz festival? Will you two be coming?
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea!
You sure it's not because you want to watch Delo dance? I mean, I'm all for that, though. I really want to see her dance.
Of course Paimon wants to watch. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
I mean, agreed.
So how about we all attend the Sabzeruz festival together?
Sounds like a plan.
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sabzeruz festival.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Walk around the Grand Bazaar 5 times. I don't know if this name has any other kind of deeper meaning, but just seeing a little doggo called Swoof. It just says, oh my gosh.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an Outlander? Did you know that the Sabzeruz festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Oh, so we're learning a little bit more about it then, huh? Oh, like, Dehya.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember.
Gosh, her design is so striking, though. Like, the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, dang. You look so good.
I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. 2 things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of.
That, and I'm quite sold on the voice acting for it, Dehya, as well.
Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Ah, so you have a very girly side to you as well, huh? Oh, that's pretty adorbs. Anyway, for Hards.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Yeah, you can say that again. But right, oh! Granny! Srimati.
Ah, dancing at the Sabzeruz festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the Goddess of Flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. The Sabzeruz festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
Gee willikers, I wonder who that benefactor was. Righty ho.
Picture for me.
Doing yours odd? Actually, wait, let's talk to this guy first. Hello, if you're here for an interview, I'll have to reviews. And you are? I'm a playwright and manager. I run the Bazaar theatre in this tree hollow. In addition, I also do some composing, choreography, stage design, and action direction. It's a small troupe. Pretty much everyone other than the parouse wears several hats. So if it isn't about anything important, I'll have to ask that you not bother the staff here, including myself. About parouse. He's a man of mediocre talent. His movements on stage are stiff, and his singing is less in tune than Swoof's. Wait, Swoof? The dog sings? His only strength is his determination. To this day, he still hasn't given up his job as an actor. I'm a person of high standards, but I don't give up on persistent students. As long as he can still accept criticism, I'll continue to instruct him. After all, I can't expect everyone to be as gifted as Nilu. Ah, that reminds me, I still have more discussions with him regarding the lines of the new script. Wait. Swift, do you talk? Arf. Oh. Oh. Very nice. Arf woof. Okay. Oh, Krush. The manager scolded me again today. You can do it. Thanks, I won't give up. Are you alright? Not really, but I'm used to it. It's practice lessons from Mr. Sheikh Zubair, then more practice, rinse and repeat. I thought about giving up, but then I remembered how, despite all his criticisms, Mr. Zubair never told me to quit. That means there's still hope for me, right? But have I made any progress? Oh. Hi, John.
Is there no...
Hello, it isn't showtime right now, and it's messy around here. Please mind your head and feet. And you are? I'm a prop engineer for the Bazaar Theatre. Other than designing and making props, I also maintain the venue. How's work? Mr. Bazaar is very strict about every aspect of our performance, so I always worry that I'm not good enough. Are the props attractive enough? Is every detail the best it could be? Do the mechanisms operate smoothly? I think hard about these things daily. Sometimes it's enough for me to get the urge to join Kashara Roar. Some Kashara War regulars are on good terms with me as well. I probably butchered that. But then I'd give that up. It's not as if I was building a real palace or anything. Rest assured. If only I could be as open-minded as you are. Maybe it all comes down to the fact that I'm so attached to this theatre, and that I have certain demands on myself. Anyway, thank you for comforting me. Here are some leftover rocks from what we made props with. They are quality rocks. Please take them. What kind of rocks?
Is there no...
Oh, crystal chunks! Neat. We can speak to Nilu as well.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. Dunyarzad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine!
Oh, hey, Catherine! What you doing here?
Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break.
You know, now that you say it, yeah.
Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon. What's shaken?
Huh?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Yeah.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day.
Hey, it might be a really good movie.
But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
Are you also a fan of the Subzerus Festival?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
Toodly pips for now, Kathy.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Yeah, she's quite a ways a bit more perky and peppy than usual.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dehya. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions.
What about Dunyarzad?
My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dehya.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'm curious what Dehya has to say to us, though.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood.
You mean instead of essentially running away?
Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dehya. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
And you also seemingly have a very sweet side to you as well.
Look, Dehya's blushing.
Yep, that's a blush if I've ever seen one.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord. Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dehya. What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Yeah, we already got acquainted with him.
We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendroarchon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though.
Hey, listen, you just said that there was a port town. That's all I need from this at the moment. I love me some port towns, and I'm curious to see how Genshin has designed one.
If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Although in fairness, Liwa had a port, and it looked pretty bonny, but I'm actually curious what, well, a Sumerified port would look like, let me rephrase. But yeah, why should we do that?
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
Ah, so there are subsequent factions to do with them.
You bet they are. The Scarlet King's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dehya, and you too, Osfond. Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that.
Don't worry, we will.
Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Well, I think that's a good ending point for now, because we'll be able to go to, well, new territory in the future as well. I'm very much looking forward to that, honestly. So, folks, thank you all for watching this episode of Genshin Impact, and I'll see you all next time as we continue our journey through Teyvat. Ta-ta for now.